To understand how this famous SAR is calculated, Ulysses went to see the Samad brothers, whose job is to limit the mobile radiation. And yes, we're almost sure they are brothers. According to them, the terms of use of our mobile phones are quite serious. Here's an explanation of Matthew, or Antone, we're not sure. Here we have a few user manuals from mobile phone manufacturers, and we can see that it is systematically written that a mobile phone user must keep a certain distance between the device and his body. Okay. A distance from 0.5 to 2 centimeters. This one says 1.5 centimeters away from the body. Okay. This one, 1.5 centimeters as well. What is particularly surprising is that SAR tests mandatory for manufacturers to place their phones on the market. Their body SAR test, when the phone is carried against the body, is carried out with that safety distance, 1.5 centimeters. Really? Otherwise, many of them will exceed the standard and won't have the right to place their phone on the market. So, when manufacturers are testing their phones to say, our mobile phone emits this amount of radiation, they're actually making tests as if everybody have used a mobile phone 2 centimeters away from the body. Virtually floating, yes. Virtually floating while we're always carrying it in our pockets. Yes, pants, pockets, exactly. It's written in black and white in the user manual, but in tiny letters. Well, after contacting them, we don't feel that the mobile phone manufacturers are very concerned about SAR. That's a shame, because it's not only complicated to call keeping the mobile phone 2 centimeters away from the ear, but according to our twins, certain users can have aggravating circumstances, wearing glasses for example. When we wear glasses, earrings, or even metal objects, even a necklace, it acts like an antenna and attracts the radiation and modifies the face exposure. In a few seconds, a radiation emission rate increases from 2 to more than 40. That is bad. Today, we don't have a proper scientific understanding of those actual uses, which are very different from simulated uses. Wow, I've never thought of it. As they freaked Ulysses out, they suggested him their way to reduce mobile radiation. Clever, isn't it? A simple patch to stick on your phone. Let's try it with Ulysses' phone. We are making a call that is connected to this machine, which simulates a relay antenna. So this is a relay antenna? Exactly. And this is a sensor calculating my phone's emission? Exactly. Now we're more than 600. Does it mean a lot? Yes, it's a lot because this device is one of those that are quite exposing. The more network bars you have, the less you are exposed. When you have 1 or 2 network bars, you're much more exposed to mobile radiation. In fact, the better the signal, the less radiation you get. Exactly. The most impressive thing is the difference in exposure rate is from 1 to 1,000, according to the best network conditions and the worst network conditions. And with the patch stuck at the back of the phone, the exposure rate plummets. We came from around 600 to 150, 4 times less. Does it mean that my phone receives 4 times less signal? Absolutely not. In fact, it is a better regulation of the power of a mobile phone. We eliminate the absorption of those waves that are useless for establishing and sustaining good communication. Quite convincing demonstration. It's either they are fooling us, or we can ask ourselves, why don't mobile phone manufacturers reduce electromagnetic radiation? Actually, there's a logical reason. As long as mobile radiation is not officially dangerous, there is no interest for them to integrate this device. It'd make them recognize that radiation is somehow dangerous. From our point of view, they could make a smart marketing move, and with today's consumer is king trend. Offer their customers to differentiate themselves with a product which takes care of them.